Okay, let's have a look at water. We have three states of water. What are the three states? Ice, liquid water, and water vapor. That means ice can be taken as a solid object, liquid water can be taken as liquid, and water vapor is a type of a gas. So, what are the three states of water? Solid, liquid, gas. Ice, liquid water, water vapor. Then let's have a look at seawater. Seawater is salty. Lunugatiai. Why is that? Because it has sodium chloride. What does it have? It has sodium chloride. Since it has sodium chloride, we feel that seawater is salty. Once you taste it, you feel that it's salty. Then, based on salinity of water, you can divide water into three sections. That is fresh water, marine water, and brackish water. Then, once you take fresh water, you can see fresh water in the wells, ලිංවල දකින්න පුළුවන්, ponds, rivers, streams, ඇලවල්වල, waterfalls. Right? And what can you say about the salt which you have in the fresh water? The amount of salt is very low. ලුණු ප්‍රමාණය ගොඩාක්ම සීමිත ප්‍රමාණයක් තියෙන චුට්ටයි. Marine water. You can see marine water in sea and in the ocean. What can you say regarding the amount of salt? It's very high. And let's take brackish water. Brackish water means Kul Jalaya. Where can you see brackish water? In lagoons. Kalapuwala තමයි අපිට දකින්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ brackish water. Kul Jalaya. Right. Let's have a look at importance of water. For what purpose do we use water? We use water to drink, for agriculture. For agriculture. Agriculture means කෘෂිකර්මය. කෘෂිකර්මාන්තයට අපි පාවිච්චි කරනවා ජලය. To wash clothes, for transportation. ගමනාගමනයට. Boats, for ships. Yes, you need water in order to travel by boats and ships. So, to produce hydroelectricity, විදුලිය නිෂ්පාදනය කරන්නත් ජලය අවශ්‍යයි. For photosynthesis, ප්‍රභා සංශ්ලේෂණය. Plants used to produce their own food. We call it photosynthesis. For photosynthesis, they need water. For plants to absorb nutrients, nutrients කියලා කියන්නේ පෝෂ්‍ය පදාර්ථ. පෝෂ්‍ය පදාර්ථ පොළොවෙන් උරා ගන්න අපිට ජලය ඕන වෙනවා plants වලට. Right? Then, what are the activities which can cause water pollution? Water pollution, ජල දූෂණය ඇති කරන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රියා වර්ග මොනවද? Addition of agrochemicals. මිනිස්සු රසායනික ද්‍රව්‍ය වතුරට එක් කරනවා. Chemicals, they add chemicals into water bodies and they wash and bathe in water bodies. When they wash and bathe using soap and when they try to wash animals in water bodies, it will get polluted. And when adding polythene and plastic to water bodies, if you add polythene and plastic to water bodies, water will get polluted. And once you release chemicals from factories, people used to release chemicals from factories, then the water will get polluted. And if you try to release waste materials, what are waste materials? Waste materials කියලා කියන්නේ අපතේ දාන ද්‍රව්‍ය. ඉවත ලන ද්‍රව්‍ය. So once you release waste materials like garbage to water bodies, water will get polluted. Then, what are the precautions? What are the solutions which you can take for water pollution, to get rid of water pollution? Water pollution වලින් වැළකෙන්න නම් ජල දූෂණය වළක්වන්න අපි ගත යුතු ක්‍රියාමාර්ග මොනවද? Precautions මොනවද? Check for leaks in pipes, hoses. Pipe වල leaks තියෙනවා නම් අපි ඒවා check කරලා ඒවා අලුත් වැඩියා කරලා හරි ගස්සන්න ඕනේ. Collect rainwater in a barrel and water your garden. Now, other than using water from the water line, you can collect rainwater in a barrel. Barrel එකකට වැහි වතුර එකතු කරලා අපිට පුළුවන් ඒ වතුර පාවිච්චි කරන්න garden එකට වතුර දාද්දී. Collect rainwater in a barrel and water your garden. Avoid using more dishes. If you try to use more dishes, you will need more water, right? So in order to reduce the amount of water which you will be using, you can avoid using more dishes. Don't stay under the shower for a long time. If you stay under the shower for a long time, you will waste water, right? Then run your washing machine when it's full. If you have a sufficient amount of clothes, you can run your washing machine. Then surface water. What do you mean by surface water? Surface water, මතුපිට ජලය තියෙන තැන්. Oceans, seas, rivers, streams, tanks, ponds, lakes, and waterfalls. Surface water. We call all these water bodies as surface water. And what do you mean by water pollution? For the term test, they might ask you what water pollution is. What is water pollution? Adding waste materials. අපි add කරනවා, එකතු කරනවා අපතේ යන ද්‍රව්‍ය, ඉවතල යන ද්‍රව්‍ය. Waste materials. Adding waste materials into water bodies and making it unusable. What do you mean by unusable? පරිහරණයට නුසුදුසු. Unusable. Use කරන්න බැහැ. Unusable for consumption. What do you mean by consumption? Consumption කියලා කියන්නේ පරිභෝජනය. අපි පාවිච්චි කරනවා කියලා. එතකොට අපිට පරිභෝජනය පරිහරණය කරන්න බැහැ. Right? අපිට පාවිච්චියට ගන්න බැරි වෙන විදිහට අපි waste materials add කරොත් water bodies වලට අපි ඒකට කියනවා water pollution කියලා. So what is water pollution? Adding waste materials into water bodies and making it unusable for consumption. Let's say the definition once more. Adding waste materials into water bodies and making it unusable for consumption. You should study this definition, right? Okay, let's have a look at precipitation. What do you mean by precipitation? If you get water from the sky, if you get something from the sky, we call it precipitation. What are the things we get due to precipitation? We get rain from the sky, we get snow, we get hail. What do you mean by hail? Loku ice scatter, right? Loku ice scatter. Then sleet, hima, right? Sleet. Ice වැටෙනවට කියනවා sleet. So we get all four things from the sky due to precipitation. Then groundwater. Let's have a look at groundwater. Where can you see groundwater? භූගත ජලය. කොහෙද අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්? Wells and in springs. And drinking groundwater can cause. අපි භූගත ජලය පරිභෝජනයට ගත්තාම අපිට හැදෙනවා ලෙඩ රෝග. Drinking groundwater can cause cancer. පිළිකා හදන්න පුළුවන් and kidney failures. Kidney failures වකුගඩු අමාරු හදන්න පුළුවන්. Now you should keep this amount in your mind. This is really important. Only 0.01% water is good for consumption. අපේ පරිභෝජනයට සුදුසු ජලය තියෙන්නේ 0.01% ප්‍රමාණයක්. Keep it in your mind. It's not 0 0.1. It's not 0.1, it's 0.01%. Okay, and then let's have a look at a diagram. Now, if you take the earth, you have seas, it has got covered from seas and oceans 97.4%. And solid ඝන විදිහට ජලය තියෙනවා 2.58 in solid state. Then water can be consumed. අපේ පරිභෝජනයට ගන්න පුළුවන් ජලය තියෙන්නේ 0.01% only. Then let's have a look at the water cycle. You have condensation. Now, first of all, you need to draw collection. These are the water bodies. Water bodies are, they are in the collection. We call it collection, right? Then the water will get evaporated. This is called evaporation. Jalaya vashpa venava. When the sunlight is there, water gets evaporated. Then water will go and form clouds. Water will go and form clouds. We call it condensation. We call it condensation. Then what will happen to the water? It will fell down, right? Then we call it precipitation. Once it falls down to the earth, we call it precipitation. Collection, evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. And let's have a look at an activity which can be done to check water vapor in the atmosphere. Water vapor, ජලවාෂ්ප. අපි අවට වාතයේ ජලවාෂ්ප තියෙනවද කියලා බලන්න මෙන්න මෙහෙම පරීක්ෂණයක් කරනවා activity එකක්. What do you need for this activity is, the things you need for this activity are a glass and a few ice cubes, water and a piece of cardboard. So once you put water into the glass, you can put some ice cubes into it and cover it with a cardboard. Then after that, you can see some water vapor outside the glass. ජලවාෂ්ප බැඳලා තියෙනවා පේනවා glass එක පිටත. So what do you learn from that? Water vapor condenses. ඝනීභවනය වෙනවා. ඒ නිසා තමයි අපිට water vapor මෙහිම දැක ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. Let's have a look at another activity to check the behavior of raindrops. වැහි වතුරවල හැසිරීම් රටාව බලන්න තමයි මේ activity එක අපි කරන්නේ. So the things needed for this activity are a glass tank. You need a glass tank, and you need clay. මැටි ඕන වෙනවා, sand, valley, stones, gall, සහ gravel in soil. Gravel in soil. Gravel කියලා කියන්නේ පාෂාණ, right? So gravel තිරිවාන ගල් කීපයක් ඕන වෙනවා. And a tin with small holes. Now, we should have small holes in a tin. So once you keep the tin like this, and you should put clay, sand, gravel, and stones into the glass tank. And once you pour water into the tin, අපි water වක් කරනවා tin එකට. Once you pour water into the tin, you can see all the things get settled down like this. Stones will go here, right? You can see the stones at the bottom of the tank, and then you can see gravel, and then you can see sand, and at the end you can see clay like this. So put everything into the glass tank, pour water from the tin with holes. Water comes through the tin and falls on soil. Now water comes through the tin and falls on soil. මේ පස් මතට වැටෙනවට වතුර ගලාගෙන ඇවිල්ලා උඩින් ගලාගෙන ඇවිල්ලා පස් මතට වැටෙනවට අපි කියනවා precipitation කියලා. And water which flows through the components මේ ද්‍රව්‍ය හරහා ජලය ගමන් කරනවට අපි කියනවා ground water. Water which flows through the components are called groundwater. Then water remaining on soil. පස්සේ ඉතුරු වෙන ජල ප්‍රමාණයට remaining. Water remaining on soil are known as surface water. පස්සේ ඉතුරු වෙන ජල ප්‍රමාණයට අපි කියනවා ජලයට අපි කියනවා surface water. පස මතු පිට ඉතිරි වෙන ජලය surface water.